What's up, everybody? It's your boy F.N.G Moto, and I know it's been a long time since we've done a how-to install video. As you can see here, I am about to replace the stock handlebars for a set of Dean Speed Lowball handlebars that when you get a look at them, you're gonna fall in love. I fell in love with them. He offers, I believe, 3 different or 4 different sizes. I went with the 6-inch rise because the 6-inch rise is about the same as the reduced reach bars that are on my wife's bike. And I've ridden that bike before, and I liked the comfort level of where that put my arms. So got those up there. Gonna take these off, obviously. And it's really not that difficult to do. I've already started, as you can see. First thing you have to do is take the cowl off so you can access these wires. If you have a rock form cell phone mount like I do, that goes out, that attaches to the neck here, you're gonna have to take that off. Maybe you don't, I did. It's not a big deal, it's only 2 bolts. And then just start unplugging these connectors. Now, don't be too afraid to unplug these things because they're actually, they can only go into the other end. I don't know how better to say that, but you can't mix and match them. On the throttle side, you have 2 6 pins, but one is the female side, and then one is the male side. And it's only gonna go into its corresponding connector. And then on the clutch side, you have this, I think that's 10 male, and this small, I think it's a 2-pin. Yep, 2-pin. And that's basically it. And then I guess the next step would be to just undo the speedometer, pull the old bars out. And, well, actually, I think before that, I'm gonna take the grip off, open up the perch, and remove all this stuff. So stay tuned. Roll the intro. First step, what I'm going to do next is open up this perch. Now be careful, the wires in there are incredibly delicate, and you don't want to break them because then you're going to have a really bad day and an expensive trip to the local dealer. Remove that. There you have it. Throttle side. That's done. Now to take this, the ABS reservoir out. Oh, those screws, by the way, are a size 25 torque. So let's make sure I keep that there. Here, or a, what is that? I think it's a 5. Unplug this, and I forgot to do that. All right, I just simply zip tied the ABS line and secured it to fork tube, top portion of the fork tube here, because I just want to keep that from flopping around and bouncing around too much. You may not have to do it, but I did. I chose to, so there you go. These are gonna fit without taking the handlebars off completely. So let me undo the clutch side perch and all that stuff and get ready. The same thing goes for this perch here. Let's take it off. Be careful with the internal wires, like so. So that way you don't have any undue expenses. Set screw on my grips. You got the Avon's cushion, air cushion. I don't know if it's the same across all, but it's a what size is that? 5/64. All right, let's take the speedo out. This is a 6. Leverage. See, size really does matter. All right, so two pro tips. Do not use fish tape, because it will not go through these bends. I had to learn that the hard way. And the second pro tip is, if you are going to do this, you're going to have to take apart the connector, the JST connector, in order to run the wires through the bars. It's not going to fit. If you're going to take apart the connector, I highly recommend you take a picture of both sides, so that way you know where the wires go when you put it back together. If you do not feel that you are comfortable doing this, then I highly recommend you don't do this. I don't know if I'm going to mess up my bike or not doing this, but hopefully not. The way I was able to, and this is my wife's ingenious idea, is to use this rope we use to clean our gun barrels. It's weighted on one end. We dropped it in here, moved the handlebars around. I was able to fish it out on the other end. I'm going to tape it and run it through, and hopefully that works. This is not a simple job. It is a pain in the ass. Like, it's not hard as far as skill, in my opinion. It's just time consuming. You gotta be really persistent with this. Like, really take your time, and eventually it's gonna work its way out, just like it did here. Just gotta be careful not to break anything, obviously, because then you're gonna have a bad day. Push in from the top, pull out from the bottom, and hopefully you'll get the result that you're looking for, like I did. Now, if you were paying attention to the previous clip, you noticed that I had to undo this and do it again because I was putting the throttle side on the clutch side. So pay attention to what you're doing, and don't be a dipshit like me. So, well, it happens. Mistakes happen, right? It's just a matter of learning from them, catching it, making sure that you don't repeat it. And there you have it. That should be right there. I think that's gonna look good. All right, when you're putting the clamshells back on, or the perches, however you want to call them, on these bars, I'm sure other aftermarket ones will have it as well. I'll take this off real quick just to show you, because it's the same on both sides. They have these holes, this hole drilled into it, and this post right there goes into that hole. It'll align this perfectly. You close it, and then that gap right there is where the perch for whether it be your ABS module or whatnot, levers and whatnot, mount to right there. Incredibly inconvenient, or convenient, excuse me. And you just lock these down real quick. I will lock tight these. Actually, I'm not even going to, because I might have to reposition them and all that fun stuff. And this is the view from the seat with the new bars on. I'm telling you, that for me, these are pretty perfect. I'm sitting upright enough to where my back isn't gonna get tired leaning over. You don't feel uncomfortable, but yet not so far upright where it takes the sportiness or the sporty feel out of the bike. So here they are, the Speed Lowball 6-inch rise. I don't know why I have a check engine light though. That came on after I plugged everything back in. So I'm thinking maybe I got to check it out if there is an error code or whatnot and see what it says. But yeah, I'm loving them. They're pretty comfortable. My hands I should say, are right where I feel they should be, and they look great. They really do, man. I think this, for me, they fit the bike perfectly. You can get them in different heights, but like I said, I went with the 6-inch because it's about the same as the reduced reach bars that my wife has on her Scout, and I like the way those feel when I ride her bike, so decided to give these a shot. And I'm about to say, yeah, I'm very pleased, ecstatic. I think they look fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the install video. And if you have any questions, concerns, let me know. I don't have my mirrors on yet, as you can see, because I got to trim down the my grips to put the side bar ends on. The grips are too long. But don't go away. Stick around. I got some pretty nice, hopefully some nice looking B-roll for you. Check it out. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that B-roll as much as I enjoyed doing it. I think I'm getting a little bit better at it, hopefully. But anyway, feel free to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Feel free to give it a thumbs down if you thought it sucked. But just let me know why you thought it sucked. Don't just say, ah, you suck. Because then I won't be able to get better. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description, and I will do my very best to answer any and all questions. All right, once again, bud, this is your boy, reminding you to ride safe, keep your sunny side up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Remember, sharing is caring. Peace. Ah, it went away! Yay!